Hello everyone and welcome back guys to more iRacing, where today we're here back with the Porsche Cup from Belle. Yes, this may not go too well, but we shall wait and see. My luck this week on iRacing has been horrendous, so yeah, maybe this one will hopefully get to the end of it. But yeah, if you're new around here, obviously make sure you get yourself subscribed for more iRacing content. We start P3 as the number 7 car, 71 iRating if we finish here, but we are down at the lowly 1.6k at the moment. Yeah, like I said, it's been a tough old week here on the old iRacings. But yeah, hopefully we can try and get a good race out ahead of us. Honestly, feel like we could win this if we get through the first couple of corners fairly clean, depending on obviously what the top guys are actually able to run. We were only 2/10 off pole. We did that with full fuel as well, so we'll wait and see as to what does happen in this one. 19 laps ahead of us around this Belle circuit. Obviously, we did this back in 2020 Season 2 and had a lot of fun then. So maybe today we can see another good race out from Belle. It reckons it's going to be about 29 minutes long, this one. We've got quite a big field, though, so hopefully if there's any incidents, they happen behind us, not in front. Well, there's only 2 in front at the beginning. That is always the important thing. So, yeah, we shall wait and see as to how this goes. Only another 30 seconds on the countdown. Most guys, we got a 1.5k SOF. Normally, Race Labs is wrong with that. It's normally 100 or 200 higher. So we've got about 1.6, 1.7k SOF. I think it's about an 18 car field here today as well. So, I think we're almost ready then to kick this thing off. Hopefully, we can just get a nice, clean start and go from there. Lights are on. Let's do this thing.
P3. Get ready. Keep your nose
That guy's jumped it.
Go, go, go.
Not a particularly great getaway, but we might be able to look around the outside into one. There we go. Thank you very much. So we're straight up a spot, even though he's going to have a drive-through penalty anyway. So hopefully now we can try and battle with Lucas. Or Lukash, I think it's meant to be pronounced. Down in towards turn 3 for the first time. Just going to brake nice and early. Hope for no one collects us. Seems that actually, for the most part, I think people now are so afraid of Belle Isle that most people actually try and keep it nice and sensible. So we'll see if we can try and apply some pressure and see, obviously, we can open up a move or a mistake. Ooh, big lock up there. Don't want to be doing that too much. That's going to ruin our run out into the back straightaway for the first time. We keep it out of the walls, however. Obviously, keeping the instant count low is going to be critical around here as well. We've only got a 2.2k SR at the moment. We need to try and get it above 3. Just obviously the amount of times I've been destroyed at Spa this week has really sort of nerfed my SR at the end of the day. That's a bit deep into there, but we hold on to it again. And then a bit too over-eager into there, but it allows us to get a good run through the near hairpin towards the end of the corner. Obviously a very, very bumpy track in a car like this, you really do notice it. Just so you can see the rev limiter bouncing all over the place. Through the final proper corner. We have survived the start here at Belle Isle, but I feel like we could have a good battle on our hands for the lead if we can stick with Lukash. Into turn 1. A little bit loose and lively there. Try and just open up the exit. 79 iRating. If we finished here, we'd basically gain the same as him if he were to win. So shows just the iRating difference. Got to break. I think you can break at the 400, but we might need to try and get a couple more laps under our belt before we can do that. But it looks like the top 2 have just bolted in this one as well, which is good to see. Oh, come on, nose in, nose in, nose in. There we go. Yeah, got nearly a 3-second margin already over the next guy, but I think Lucas is trying to drop us. So we can't afford to let him do that. We've got to try and push to match his pace in the early stages here. So can't afford to let him get away, and then he can settle down into a rhythm. Can't let that happen. Attacking the curbs a bit too much there. Probably don't want to clip that one as much as we just did. Chaos behind us. Oh, that seemed to be P3 and P4 that have come together. So that's going to give us an even bigger advantage at the front. Up to 5 seconds now over P3, but yeah, we just need to try and get the tyres and the brakes into a good working rhythm, work out what the car's doing, everything like that. As Lucas, once again, just pulls away another few tenths on that lap, just seems to be a little bit smoother, a little bit more dialed in at the moment. Just need to focus on hitting our apexes and see what we can do. Needed a 32.6, that was pretty much equal to his pole time. We did a 33.0, but we got a good run through the first couple of corners. About another couple of tenths up. We just need to try and, like I said, apply pressure. Give him no room for error. So again, we just run a bit deep down into turn 3. Don't know why we're downshifting into second there. That's a third gear corner. Seems to be a couple of places where we're very, very strong, and then a few where he pulls away a lot. Come on, get the power down. Taking a little bit of time back out of him. Yeah, I feel like hopefully this could be a good race-long battle. But obviously, to have a good race-long battle, we can't make any mistakes. Try to avoid the curb that time. That's the wall, though. That was close, to say the least. Oh, back end gets a little bit loose there as we take way too much curb. Just sort of chucking the car around a bit at the moment. You try and settle down into a comfortable rhythm. Just still throwing it around a little bit too much at the moment. Trying to use up all the track width when sometimes actually you don't want to. Leaning on the curbs a bit too much for my liking. That screams crash would happen soon enough. End of lap 3. Pretty decent lap though. Don't think we lost much time. Sector 3 though was slow, we definitely noticed that. Oh, back end, tried it. 32.5 though last lap, not too bad.
Ahead is now 1.2 seconds.
Just trying to keep it calm, keep it tidy. We've both got so much pace over the guys behind. Been quite a while, I think, since I last scrapped for a lead on iRacing. I can't remember the last race I won. So, I would love to win one today. We've had a couple of podiums so far in 2020 Season 3. A couple of really strong recovery drives, but I don't think we've taken a dub yet. Around quite a difficult combo, I would certainly love to. Come on, nose in. I think it's just going to be a case of trying to keep it calm and keep it tidy. And if he starts making a few mistakes, like we both do there, that's when you can allow yourself an opportunity. Much better run through the roundabout that time round. But it's about trying to be confident with the car, but not overconfident, because that's when mistakes happen. Not a good run through the final proper corner. Don't know why I call it the final proper corner. This one's definitely a corner still. But Lucas has definitely come out of the blocks running. So we need to try and just match his, match his pace. Because hopefully cracks will begin to form. Would like to be within the 1 second mark though. If we can just fill his mirrors a bit. With a bit of luck would be nice. Oh, come on, nose in, nose in, nose in. It's a horrible feeling when the front end doesn't quite grip up the way you'd wanted it to. But we are pushing to the absolute limits. Open up the track space as much as possible. You've got to do that around street circuits. Got to be prepared to run close to the walls. That is where you'll find just a bit of time being brave.
P2.
Find a few corners of this horrible tight twisty bit. He seems so strong through these final couple of corners. Just able to get right up to the curbs without actually clipping them. But I think we've taken a little bit of time out of him that lap. did a 32.1. I got no idea what we did. We'll find out in just a second. A 31.9. That's what I'm talking about. So we did take a little bit of time out of him that time round. And all that does psychologically is just makes him start thinking, God, I'm pushing like crazy and this guy's not losing me. Or I'm not losing this guy. And if you can keep doing that lap after lap, he then focuses a bit more on his mirrors normally. Or tries to find a bit more time. Which is ideal, because if he's not just concentrating on hitting his brake markers, everything like that, then he's not going to be able to get the most out of it. That braking zone is so satisfying when you get it right. Oh, that was a big wash of understeer. We skimmed the wall, 0x. Hopefully no damage. Was only a kiss. Oh, that's a bit loose though. I don't know if we have. Maybe we have damaged the car just a little bit. I'll keep driving though, see how it feels. Wonder if I should be leaving it in third through there. Oh, clip those curbs, not what we wanted. Not a good lap that time round. Couple of small mistakes. Chucking it down into one. Try not to overdo it on the tyres. Oh. A little bit overzealous. And we've given him a little bit of a breakaway now. Not what we need. Get our head back down and focus. Get very, very close to clipping the ball there again. Oh no, shouldn't be using second. That corner's easy third. Come on. Head down, focus. We can't let him now start making a breakaway. Definitely doesn't seem to have so much confidence in a few quite clear places. Come on. Just gotta keep trying to consistently take time out of him. Right, let's try and see if third's any better. Oh, third is so much better through there. Fine, and then, you know, a tenth or two here or there, but it's the pacer that'll help you find throughout the rest of a race. That's more useful than just on one quick lap.
Consistency. Keep coming.
Let's try and get over the bump. Then you can really throttle it again. Gap's under a second still though. Already having to deal with lap traffic here. Hopefully they get out of the way. Oh, that was a good run. That was a good line. Yeah, hopefully this guy gets out of the way. Well, I think he does, but not on purpose. But we're back under a second again. Oh, big lock up. Get away again with another skim of the wall. That was close. First proper big lock up I think we've had all race there. Don't know what that was about. Oh god, just skimming those walls. Not what we need to be doing. He'll be looking at that, going, this guy is losing it. Oh, steering's still straight though, so that's alright. We just need to be quick but careful. Because we seem to be making more mistakes than he is at the moment.
That lap was at 132.3.
Good line through the first couple of corners though. Just trying to lean on the brakes a little bit more. Not really working so far. A couple of small mistakes because of it. think this guy's worked out that corner's third gear now. Oh, that's way too much curb. Can't get on the power anywhere near as soon on the exit because of it. Oh, another 0x. That time it was the door. Just really, really pushing to the limits. Let's see where I locked up last time, just snagged the wall. Ugh. Yeah, a bit too deep into there still. Oh, I should be short shifting back a bit a second earlier than that. Lost a lot of time on the exit. This guy's just so much more confident through those final couple of corners. But we're just trying to hang on. A 10-second gap now to the guys behind.
The leader's just done 132.0. That was 131.8.
Oh, a 31.8 though, that's good. He's still setting PBs and we're still taking time out of him when he does. Which is psychologically so important. Oh no, that's not good. Hang on to it though. It's cost us a fair bit of time. Oh, another 0x. Not what we need. Making too many of those at the moment. Just leaning on the car a bit too much, leaning on the surroundings a bit too much as well, more importantly. No! That's a 4x, surely. That's damaged steering. Oh, mate, that's gutting. We tried to apply the pressure. No! That was a 2x. Right, I think... How bad's the car? Got 9 laps to go. I think we just got to try and bring it home now. Oh, that's gutting. That was a good 10-lap battle, though. But I cracked before Lucas did, rather unfortunately. Let's see if we can just hold on to P2.
Gap in front has increased to 6.4. That's half distance. The fuel's okay.
We really did try and push absolutely everything out of him, but he held firm. I can't deny that at the end of the day. Just one snag brake. Bent the steering out of line. Now we've just got to be careful to the flag. Which is even more frustrating when you've still got so long to go. Because now you know you can't push to the same level. And you're more focused now on what the cars behind are doing. Ugh. Ugh. I love this Porsche Cup car though, it's so much fun still at the end of the day. Hopefully we'll still get fastest lap. To be honest, I think we've been quite lucky to only get the damage that we had. I could have very easily been game over, I think. Guy behind doesn't seem to be taking much out of us. Come on, power down. And a podium is still a good result at the end of the day. If we hold on to it, that is. There's still a long way to go. Come on. What's that? End of lap 11, so we got 8 more to go then. Here from Belle. This track's so weird as well.
0.0.
It's such a weird track, and I only really like it in weird cars. Oh my god, that we shouldn't like it in. Oh man, don't make any big mistakes now. 79 I rating, we can't afford to dismiss that. Obviously, we got that podium earlier on this week in the BMW Sprint. Not the BMW Sprint, sorry. The Michelin Pilot Challenge. So actually, this week's been pretty good on the whole, but obviously I was just on that big iRacing hunt, and unfortunately VRS has completely destroyed that. We were so close to 2K. And I know we've definitely got the pace for it, but it's just about trying, in many ways, just a bit of luck, to be honest, is what we need. We've been so unlucky in the VRS. 3 wipeouts, all within the first 2 laps. And all 3 of them were other people's incompetence. Yeah, pace-wise though, car's definitely, obviously slower, but not ridiculous. Ugh. Will be if we do that. Guy behind's only taking about a second out of us.
Incident in turn 1.
Go? Oh, not the leader. That'd be funny.
There's a car leaving the pits. Your last lap time was at 1:33.6.
Get around the lap traffic before it rejoins. You can just see though on the delta how much we're losing down the straights. So frustrating, but like I said, you know, we gave it everything just trying to apply the pressure to Lukash. And oh god, oh god, oh god, that was close. We held on to it though. Tyres are a little bit cooked, I think. Don't do that again. What I need to do ideally is hit that side wall. So we obviously balance out the damage. Is that how iRacing works? Ugh. No, why do we keep hitting walls suddenly? We just go through one lap where we just seem to clout a load. Can't work out where the front end is anymore. Oh, we've got 6 to go. Let's just get it to the flag. It's not actually still that slow a race car, it's just obviously a little bit down everywhere. I haven't quite got the rotation, I haven't quite got the straight line speed. Only got 5.6 to the guy behind, so as long as we don't do anything stupid, we should be safe. It's more a case of what these lap cars are still doing. But Porsche Cup is still, obviously, we had that brilliant race a few weeks back at Le Mans. Arguably one of my favourite races, genuinely, I think I've ever had on iRacing. That race was phenomenally good fun. So, you know, the Porsche Cup does always provide great racing. For us anyway. It's a car that I find right... It's still a brilliant car because it's right on the limit of what I'm possible of, I think, on iRacing. With my skill level. But I can drive it and I can get it hooked up. But I've really got to be on it to be able to do that. And obviously, setups nowadays really do help with that. I'll be honest. I use Craig's setup shop. I know VRS obviously does some pretty good ones as well, but Craig's was a lot cheaper, and it mainly does road. Obviously, I do a little bit of oval racing here and there, but road is sort of still my forte for the most part. Although I definitely want to, oh god, want to get back into the NASCAR Cup Series and maybe some Xfinity. Once again, because they are also brilliant fun. It's just a case of finding the time. Put it down in my schedule, something like that, I don't know.
Closer. The group's come down to 4.9 seconds.
4.9. 5 to go though, so I think Tom's definitely thinking he might have a chance here, but hopefully it'll just be too little too late at the end of the day. Depending on what this guy does. There we go, thank you very much. See, some blue flag traffic is pretty confident, or competent even I should say. See, look at that. So far, this lap ain't taking any time out of me. Which is weird. Some places we lose a lot, other places we don't lose much. Again, I'm just gutted that we put it in the wall, because it was always that thing of one of us is going to make a mistake. It was a case of who and when more than anything else. Because whoever didn't make the mistake was going to have a very easy race of it afterwards. And, well, our winless streak is going to have to wait a bit longer, I think, unfortunately. I genuinely, yeah, can't remember the last time we won on iRacing. I feel like Jamie won 8-3. Just been waiting years to be able to get some glory again. I think genuinely still most of my race wins on iRacing came from rookies in the Nascar. I won like 6 races in a row when I first started. I was basically a god of Mazda Cup, but since then, it's all been downhill. I peaked out at the Mazda Cups. Never been able to recover my form since then, unfortunately.
Gap in front is increasing. It's now 11 seconds.
Don't need to know that, crew chief, I'll be honest.
There's an incident in turn 6. Looks like it's Prince.
Oh, Prince is still on the road though, getting in the way. Hopefully we won't have to lap him again, but I'm not optimistic. Yeah, no, there's very, very little chance that we're not going to be able to lap him again. More people disconnecting though.
Looks like it's Prince.
There we go, there he is.
Like keep your wits about you,
Are
mate.
you going to rejoin? Yes, in a nutshell. Thank you. Oh, the other guys now can deal with him. Oh, God. No, walls, Matt. What are you doing? Stop hitting walls. What's wrong with me? Oh, don't want to do that. Just a friendly reminder that the car will kill me. Quite happily. This thing does not carry a guilty conscience, I can tell you that much, with no ABS and traction control. I think it would be an even more complex beast if it did. 34.5. Oh, what a fall from grace. Woo! 3 to go, though. Here from Belle. I'm just trying to bring it home. We started P3, we got P2 straight off the marks. No, we're not, crew chief. Give it up. No? Maybe we are. Let's happen to Lucas. Oh! Don't do that. Don't know if he's... Oh, I can't imagine he's got damage. So yeah, Lucas clearly not perfect, but clearly a bit more perfect than me, unfortunately.
Incident in turn 12.
Come on, 2 to go. I've been quite surprised, to be honest, but I've only ever done, I think, 2 races in this combo, and I have survived, well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves, Matt. I'm looking good to have survived both of them, rather surprisingly. It is such a lethal combo.
Stevens behind is now 4.1. 2 laps left. Come on.
Oh.
Looking good for
I jinxed myself, didn't I? I actually jinxed myself. I did genuinely jinx myself. We're going to lose our podium because of it, and probably P4. What an idiot. No, no, this guy's not Matt than us. What a Matt. Yeah, melon. Takes up to 4x as well this race, which again is not ideal. I think it's straightened up the steering though a bit. I can't believe I jinxed myself. I mean, we're still looking good to survive, but rip the podium dream. I'm a bit of an idiot. There's no denying that. That guy really wants people to pass right. It's just the kind of thing I do now is completely stack it into a wall, destroy the engine, finish 14th. you know, all the normal.
And the gap to Colin ahead is now 1.6 seconds.
Don't do that. Oh, don't do that as well. How we got in this position in the first place, car. One more to go, though, here from Belle. Let's get it to the flag. Without clipping that curve again. Oh, that's a bit deep. Don't do that. Despite that, though, still love this beast. She's difficult to befriend, though. She's like that person that wields a knife. You really like him, you want to get to understand him, but at the end of the day, they're still holding a knife to your throat when you sleep. So, you know, mixed emotions at the end of the day. You just want to learn why they're the way they are. That's all I think. There's got to be a reason why it's putting a knife to my throat every time I race it, but sadly, one of life's great mysteries. Final sector, though, of this race. And what a race it's been. First 10 laps were brilliant fun, just on the limit. Just pushing to see if we could get a mistake out of our rival, but unfortunately we were the one that cracked. That's the way it goes sometimes. Final few corners, though, here from Belle, get the power down. 4x in the end as well is nothing to be too disappointed with, but the way it came was rather frustrating. But final corners, we have survived once again here from Belle. That is obviously the most important thing when all is said and done. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it as well, do obviously make sure you get yourself subscribed. Hopefully we'll be able to do a lot more iRacing content in the near future as well. But yeah, that'll do us for this one though, guys, and hopefully I will see you again soon.